Hello and welcome to the first ever SoccerCentre with your host Jordan Formby and Simon Joseph.
Hello there.
Take it away, Simon.
Before we begin, I'd just like to say that we are recording this on Saturday the 27th of August 2011. Now that means, and we are doing this in between the 3 o'clock kickoffs and the 5:30 ones. Currently Liverpool are playing Bolton, and as I'm sure you know, Liverpool are winning 1-0. Now basically, so any fantasy football suggestions we give you, we recommend that you check the players nearer the next game week, nearer the games that we're about to play.
10th of September, 2 weeks away, so
Yeah,
anything can happen in those 2 weeks.
Yeah, exactly. So there could be injuries. Or Jordan, how can they know about transfers and about injuries?
If you want to know more about any transfer gossip, obviously transfer windows closing on Wednesday, but any injury updates, anything like that. You can follow us on Twitter at SoccerCentre1 and like us on Facebook. The links are in the description below. Follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook. Right, of course, you can leave comments on YouTube and we'll reply to as many as we can. Let's start previewing the Premier League, shall we?
Right, our first ever Premier League preview.
Yeah,
Arsenal
exciting, isn't it?
Oh, very exciting.
Yeah.
Arsenal versus Swansea, the first of our 3 o'clock kickoffs to take place on Saturday the 10th of September 2011. Swansea will draw.
Mouthful, isn't it?
Draw.
Of course, Arsenal playing 28th of August. Don't want to assume anything, but neither team's got a particularly good start. So we can see goals, but we can't really see a team winning this.
No, but I think it'll be good for Arsenal to get their first goal, assuming that they do not win against Manchester United tomorrow.
Or even score.
Yeah. Swansea we're still waiting for their first goal of the Premier League. But I reckon Danny Brown will get it.
Yeah. And we can see Van Persie possibly getting the first goal for Arsenal. But
yeah.
And just a bit more news on Arsenal firepower. The South Korean striker who's coming from Monaco, I'm not sure his name, but he's the South Korean captain, striker, undergoing a medical currently at Arsenal. Good transfer?
No,
should
they
really be investing in centre back.
No, centre half.
Centre back, centre half.
Exactly, they should be doing centre half. It's absolutely disgraceful that they're getting more strikers. They got 60 million out of Fabregas and Nasri. I'm just gonna say this. I've never seen him play, and I'm not being rude here. I'm just gonna have to assume, due to the fact that Arsenal are buying him, that he's very good. But I believe a centre half is what they need. But that's a completely different discussion. Otherwise, swear words may be involved in the language of Arsene Wenger.
And just a bit, I think a stat on South Korean striker. I think it's 55 appearances for South Korea and 17 goals. So
and that's all right. Well, for a striker, it's not very good at all. Actually,
it's a decent record, let's say.
Yeah. Should we go on to the next one?
Everton versus Aston Villa. Aston Villa and Everton. 36 sluggish starts. Everton with a win. Aston Villa with a win, but nothing much after that.
Everton, definitely. I can see Everton's name written all over this.
Yeah, I can see Everton winning as well, but Aston Villa can obviously surprise. Darren Bent, Akpomahor, Heskey, the best player in the world. So
Emma Heskey, because nothing. Yeah, brilliant player. He's my all-time favourite striker.
Yeah.
Manchester City, with the possible exception. Right now, don't know what I just now did that. Okay, now Man City, the Wigan. Man City has to win that one. So should Edin Dzeko. On form.
And
Wigan are having an okay start to the season. Yeah, they're 6th, having played 3 and won 2, I believe.
No, 1-1.
Yeah. Sorry. So you know what? I reckon it could be Man City Day.
It might only be a narrow victory.
Yeah.
Stoke Liverpool. Stoke pretty good at home. Liverpool currently playing it now
against
as we record against Bolton. You very well know the final score. We don't. So, assuming they win, which they are currently doing as of recording.
Lovely goal by Jordan Henderson.
Yeah.
I'm going with Liverpool. Suarez to score.
Definitely with Liverpool for me as well. But Stoke are pretty good at home, so don't expect them to roll over easily.
You do know, I believe, and now I think Everton may not be playing for that one.
I think he's injured, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought so.
He got dislocated shoulder or something.
Yeah. Anyway, Sunderland, Chelsea.
Next game, Chelsea written all over it, but Sunderland. I'm not sure
what
to say about
that
match, really. Yeah, but he's coming off the bench, I think.
It's got to go Chelsea.
That's Chelsea. So, but don't forget, Hilaria can make mistakes.
Hilarious, yeah.
Hilarious.
Now, the game of the day for me is Wolverhampton Wanderers against Tottenham Hotspur. Yeah. Wolves have had a phenomenal start.
Tottenham only played one game, but of course they are playing on the 20th of August against Man City. So and you know the score, but assuming they lose, which is probably could happen,
they're playing tomorrow, which is the 28th. Yeah.
So
you said the 20th.
28th. They could draw. Let's say they draw.
Don't think they will though.
They could lose. They could win.
Don't
assume anything.
I'm just going to go Wolves draw.
So it's draw. Yeah. So Bolton Man United 5:30 kickoff. Bolton, as we know, are playing right now.
Draw.
Yeah, and Man United
could score. Rooney could score. However, having said that, Man United's Danny Welbeck is very good.
Yeah, but De Gea isn't.
No.
Very mistake prone. So yeah, a bit more than him in the fantasy.
On Sunday the 11th of September 2011. Right, let's do this quickly, okay? Norwich v West Brom. What do you think at 1:30?
Norwich played, as you know, played Chelsea last game, and Vardy got sent off, so absolutely no chance of them winning.
Oh, I don't think
we haven't seen Vardy play. I think it's Vardy, but it's going to be very difficult to win. Vardy.
Oh, okay.
I think that's the goalie. But West Brom, Shane Long scored twice. Yet, of course, Sunday he's got to still play. But West Brom written all over it, I think.
Yeah. Fulham v Blackburn. Blackburn are currently bottom of the table.
Fulham aren't doing much better, only 17.
Yeah, so I'm going with Fulham because I believe Fulham have had a terrible start. They still have not scored a goal. Having said that, remember this is the 27th, not the 28th.
They have been playing quite a lot of Europa League matches. They've played since the first qualifying.
Didn't they get knocked out?
No, they won.
Oh, I thought they lost 1-0.
Yeah, but they won 3-1 on that.
Oh, okay, fine. I'm just going to say Fulham.
I think they will be quite tired out after all these matches, but I say Fulham as well.
On Monday the 12th of September 2011 is QPR versus Newcastle United at 8 o'clock. Oh, hang on a minute. Fulham v Blackburn, by the way, is at 4 o'clock. QPR v Newcastle, Monday Night Football, 8 o'clock. It's got to go to draw.
Got to go to draw. I say QPR. Because they've looked pretty good, but they've just been quite unlucky with the way scores have been going against them. But anything can happen, eh?
Right, should we go over to our championship?
Yeah, championship section, which will be conducted by Simon Joseph, our championship expert. But
right, that's not in my words. I'm Mr. Watford supporter. Having said that, let's go to Watford first, actually. Right, where's Watford? Oh yeah, Reading are playing Watford, one of the 3 o'clock kickoffs. Well, they're all at 3 o'clock other than one of them. Reading v Watford, he has to go to Reading. Reading and Watford have had poor start. Yeah. However, tomorrow I will be going to Watford v Birmingham, which should be the 28th, which should be, well, I don't know what's going to happen there. However, it's got to go Reading. Yeah. But the next game is Barnsley versus Leicester. Leicester are doing very well. I'm going to go with Leicester.
But they have been invested a lot of money, but haven't really paid off. Yeah, haven't really.
Well, I mean, they are 10th. They're doing all right.
10th, but considering they spent so much, they really should be higher.
So, are you going with Barnsley or Leicester?
Barnsley aren't doing better, so I'm going Leicester. Yeah.
Okay. Blackpool v Ipswich. I've got to go Blackpool for that. I love Blackpool.
Blackpool, yeah, pretty good start. 7th at the moment.
Bristol City v Brighton. Brighton
all over it. Top of the league at the moment. Yeah. Brighton get promoted, you know. You didn't think Brighton would do so well this year.
Oh, I did. The moment I heard that Will Buckler and Craig McCall-Smith were going to them, I knew that they were going to do very well.
But did you really think they were going to get top 2 at the moment?
I thought they were going to have a good start. I did not know they'd be in the top 2, but I did think they were going to have a good start. Moving swiftly on, Burnley against Middlesbrough. It's got to go, but it's got to be a draw for that one. Burnley have Charlie Austin, Middlesbrough have Arca. It's got to be a draw.
Cardiff, Doncaster, can't really see anything but Cardiff, yeah. Leeds, Crystal Palace. Leeds, no way Leeds. Leeds have had a player sent off.
Leeds are 19.
They dropped a 1-goal lead, but Crystal Palace, pretty good start to the season after just avoiding relegation last season. So
okay, I'm gonna go Leeds.
I'm going Crystal Palace.
Okay. Peterborough v Hull. That's gonna be a draw.
Peterborough good start to the season. Hull mid-table. Peterborough.
Okay. Southampton, Nottingham Forest. It's got to go Southampton. Connolly is being very good at the moment.
Yeah.
After that is West Ham Portsmouth. That's a very interesting game.
But they could have a draw written all over.
No, West Ham.
I can see West Ham as well, but
the 5:20
both
game.
teams haven't really started very well.
The 5:20 game is Coventry v Derby, and I'm going Derby.
And the Sunday game, Birmingham versus Millwall
at 12:30. Birmingham.
Millwall.
Okay.
But Birmingham yet to play on the 20th of August against Watford, funnily enough. So Not
28th of August.
That's what I said. 28th.
You said the 20th, but carry on.
No, I didn't.
Right, now we're doing the fantasy football section. Basically, there are 3 kinds of players that we'll be discussing. The good kind that you expect to be good, the sleepers who are going to be surprised, and the ones that we should be avoiding. Should we do the avoiding ones first? Because it's negative.
Yeah, we've already talked about De Gea, as we know, mistake prone. So avoid him at all costs. And I think avoid Hoylett.
I think avoid all the Arsenal players. Other than Walcott. Walcott is sensational. Not that he's going to do very well. No. Oh, hang a minute. No, we're talking about avoiding. Yeah. Yeah. I think Charles Nzogby we should be avoiding. He's not very good for Villa, I don't think. I mean, Gordon had him on his bench for the game week 3 for the 27th.
Thank God he's on the bench. He only got 3 points.
Did he? Oh, yeah. Okay.
He played 60 minutes, didn't he?
Yeah.
So when you're in 3 points, yeah.
However, and also another player to avoid. Now, assuming he does not do anything really against Bolton currently, Charlie Adam. I don't know how many points he has. Can you check how many points he currently has? It is 10 minutes past 6. He has 1 point, having played 25 minutes.
But 25 minutes have not passed. It should almost be half time.
Yeah, it is almost half time. Yeah. Right.
He currently has 10 points plus the 1 he has at the moment. So
I'm gonna. I think he's. Now
he could be. One to consider. Sleepers.
Sleepers. Vorm.
Yeah.
I have him on my fantasy team. Clean sheet. Brilliant. I'm having him most of the season.
Yeah.
I didn't have him Man City Swansea, by the way.
Shane Long could be a sleeper.
Yeah. Shane Long, Suarez, and Jacko are the ultimate 3. Jacko or Aguero, depending on how you feel.
Consider Klasnic, Rooney as well.
Or Bent.
As well, yeah.
Or, of course, the ultimate Emil Heskey.
Definitely Emil Heskey. You have to have him on your bench.
Yeah, you're going to have him next time.
Yeah.
Either you will or I'll sign in as you. Right now, not that I know your password, but I think I have a vague idea as to what it is.
Bloody hope not.
Right now.
And another sleeper, Matt Jarvis.
Oh, I don't think he's a sleeper. I think he's totally expected. He was very good last year.
Very good at the end of last year, and he's got to a cracking start. 23 points currently, after getting 20 points the first 2 games and 3 today. 27th August.
Yeah, but the moment we put him on. Another player who it could be a sleeper. Today, Bosingwa scored his first goal in 3 years. He could be good. Plus, he does actually. I would put him on because he is playing a team who we already said was going to be definitely Chelsea.
Sunderland.
Yeah, Sunderland. So I put him on.
Yeah, consider him.
Krul, Newcastle, dude.
Yeah, what about any of the Taylors and Gutierrez? Jose Enrique?
Ryan Taylor is a very good player. We need to avoid, by the way, Ruddy, as he is suspended.
You have to avoid him.
Unless it is
overturned.
Yeah, overturned, which it very well could be, because apparently, from what I've heard, it was not a red card, but it was a penalty. Baines is another one who could be good.
Yeah, we expect him to be good. Players we expect to be good now, obviously Jacko, Aguero, Rooney, Klasnic, Ben.
Jacko's a sleeper, actually, I've decided. Because he's a surprise after last season's performance.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
well, it depends what section you put in. It's all debatable, really.
Yeah.
Another player who you expect to be good is Cahill from Bolton, the defender.
And they are playing, who are they playing? Man United at home.
Yeah. However, you know what? Man United are quite bad away, and there is the Hay.
Yeah, so, and we obviously said avoid him. So
you could go with Hilario actually for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, but mate.
No, I was kidding. Don't. Right, that's one to avoid.
Yep. So
is there anything else you would like to say?
I think that's about it. Anything you actually like to say?
Nope. Other than we do hope that you've enjoyed this broadcast. From now on, every Sunday night, a video will be released.
Other than next Sunday, of course.
Other than next Sunday, this video was released on the 28th. We do hope that you have a good couple of weeks, and we do hope you get a good score on your fantasy football team. And also, we hope that the team, whatever team you support, except Reading, we do hope that you have a good win and you have a lovely time watching your football team.
And enjoying your international break.
Yeah. Bulgaria are playing England, aren't they? Sky Sports HD1, I believe.
Yep, and they're playing Wales as well.
Yeah.
The Tuesday after that. So, from Simon Joseph, I've been Jordan Formby. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at SoccerCentre1 and on Facebook. So the links are in the description below. Thanks for watching. Good night.